Let's go back to the very beginning, before bills, before debt, before people were out here struggling just to make ends meet. Let's talk about Eden. When God created the world, he placed Adam and Eve in a garden full of resources, Genesis 2 verses 8 to 9. There was no lack, no stress, no struggling paycheck to paycheck. They had everything they needed: food, water, shelter, purpose, and most importantly, a direct connection with God. Poverty was never part of God's original design. Let that sink in for a second. Adam didn't wake up worried about how he was going to afford food that day. Eve wasn't stressed about rent or how they were going to pay for their kids' education. If they had had kids in the garden, everything was provided. Everything. God designed life to be abundant from day one, but then sin entered the world and everything changed. Genesis 3 verses 17 to 19 tells us exactly what happened. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground. Did you catch that? Before sin, Adam didn't have to struggle to survive, but after sin, work became hard. Provision wasn't automatic anymore. Poverty, struggle, and financial stress entered the picture because of sin. But here's the good news. Jesus came to restore what was lost. John 10:10 makes it clear, I have come that they may have life, and have it to the full. A full life isn't one where you're constantly in lack. It's not one where you're always stressed about money, barely making it, or feeling trapped in a financial hole. A full life is one where you have enough to take care of yourself, to bless others, and to fulfill your purpose. And that's exactly what Jesus came to give us, not just survival, but abundance. That doesn't mean you'll wake up one day with millions in your bank account, but it does mean God's plan for you is to have more than enough, not just barely scrape by. So if you've ever felt like financial struggle is just something you have to accept, that's a lie. Poverty is not your calling. Struggling forever is not your destiny. God's original design was abundance, and through Jesus, he's given you access to that abundance again.